these things are breathing hard at the end of the night. Everything's seeping out of the motor as far as oils and lubricants through the drive. You know, it's just constant.
Let's move on to qualifying. This is round number 1. There is Dan Patrick in the Samson truck, and there was an epic race in round 15. If you missed it, you missed a good one. There's Deal Wilson in Virginia Giant. Samson lost by what? 0.02 of a second last week?
0.02 of a second. Look at these two going, man, head-to-head again. You know, the same motor package. Dan Patrick out here in qualifying, 5.546. A great time out here in Zanesville, Ohio to basically break the ice for tonight's event.
Beat both of the times posted by the last pair of trucks, but not fast enough right there to beat the truck he was running with. Here's Deal Wilson, and he'll do battle with Dan Patrick and Samson. The Virginia Giant, Samson, pretty much the same truck under the hood. Let's see who's got it. Oh, Samson just smoked him off the line. He's running away with it. Virginia Giant Deal was bad deal right there. He was asleep.
Not even close, man. Samson with a 5.336, running away with a fast time. Virginia Giant.
We move on now to heat number 3. There's Deal Wilson in the Virginia Giant, pretty respectable in round 15, looking to build on his first MOD performance. He's going up against one of the best. There's Dan Patrick in Samson. He's got a lot of power in that machine, and he has been fast. But Wilson faster off the line in the Virginia Giant. He's running away with it. Samson didn't even finish in his lane. I don't know what happened there. I'd like to think his steering broke. He does not get a time. Virginia Giant 5.339, just outstanding. Samson must have had a steering issue there. Something had to break on that truck.
One of the interesting things about Deal Wilson, the Virginia Giant there, he's only 3/1000ths off of Dan Patrick's fast time set early on in the night. And, man, that was something else. Deal Wilson put the hammer down, had a nice clean run, wheelies it across the finish line, and look at the reaction time, a .017. It doesn't get much closer to a red light than
that. Moves us to heat number 3. There's Dan Patrick and Samson. A lot of power in that machine. He's going to be tough to beat. He's got a single pass here as Virginia Giant can't come out.
Yeah, that was the truck that broke in straight line drags, had that transmission output shaft difficulty. So Deal obviously not able to join us out here for obstacle course racing. So Dan Patrick and Samson goes alone as he runs across the line with a 15.640. A great run for Dan Patrick. Of course, Virginia Giant did head-to-head next. But Nelke has got to get under these guys' skin as a new-coming driver, being able to put them down in straight-line drags.
I think these guys have faced Nelke before. He's been around 20 years. First time in MOD, but there's no shame in losing to a guy with 20 years experience. But still, this is MOD's turf, and some of the regulars, you know, they're going to try and defend it. Here's Bigfoot now going up against Dan Patrick and Samson. Great over the doubles there. Nice turn for Bigfoot. He's got the lead. What happened to Samson? Samson's out of his lane. He's in trouble again. We saw that once before tonight. Samson off his game. Patrick struggling. Bigfoot the winner with a time of 17.140.
You know, I want to take a look at this one more time because Bigfoot, it looked like he was off the side of that jump when he rounded that corner. Let's take a look at this. Almost makes me wonder that if Samson had stuck with it, he might have actually won this race. But let's see, Bigfoot, he's around the turning pole there. Let's watch as he comes over. Boy, it appeared to me like he missed the side of that obstacle. Dan Patrick, man, should have stuck with it to finish in his lane there.
Yeah, really kind of irrelevant at this point because Samson did not finish in his lane. He gets no time. He is eliminated, handing the victory to Rick Long and Bigfoot. Let's see if we can find out where he went wrong. Still looking pretty good to this point. Then he just sort of drifts out of his lane there. I don't know what happened.
It's very difficult to tell for whatever.
It's time for freestyle here in round 16 of Monsters of Destruction. Dan Patrick out first. He gets some air over that car stack, but doesn't clear it. Punishes those rear wheels. Gets some air right there. Dan Patrick going to try and impress this crowd here in Zanesville, Ohio.
That's right. One of the interesting things about this truck, and I know that I've talked about it before countless times on other programs, but that cantilever suspension prevents him a lot of times from going very high. He actually has to time where the throttle is hit on the truck in order to get the front end of that thing up, because that truck is designed to absorb those bumps and send him forward instead of vertically. So Samson is among one of the tougher trucks to actually get out here and see freestyle like we're used to seeing it.
Yeah, we'll have to get a word from down on the race course how the visibility is tonight. I know in round 15 it was very difficult. Seems like they can see a little bit better tonight. Samson a little tentative so far. Not a lot of speed exhibited so far. Maybe he's going to try a donut. Let's see if he can get it hooked up. There it is. Bouncing that front left wheel. He's spinning. The dust is flying. Look at that. He's really got it. That was a great donut from Dan Patrick right there.
And there we go. That's what they come to see as he hooked the donut up. Throwing debris everywhere, spinning super fast in that Patrick Enterprises Samson truck. That looks like he's having some problems after that monster donut.
Yeah, I think he had to refire it right there. He might have stalled, but he did get it back going. He wants to give this crowd every ounce of entertainment he's got to give. He's not done yet. Let's see what he's got left.
And now we're going back over the set of cars. A nice little launch there by Dan Patrick and Samson. And, you know, round 16 has been very interesting. We saw a lot of the repeat stuff in straight line drags, now in freestyle, hoping to see some other different things as these drivers have a chance to hit the stack out the corner. There goes Dan. He's up and over the stack, something we did not see in round 15. So Dan Patrick stepping up to the plate out here in freestyle in Zanesville, up and over the cars. A nice launch. The crowd is going wild here, Wade.
Yeah, that was good. He got all the way over that car stack in the air, cleared it with the rear wheels. A lot of distance, a lot of height, and that's what you're looking for out of a driver in freestyle.
And so Patrick coming down here right in front of the crowd, letting them have a nice shot of him in freestyle in front of his hometown area. Dan,
he's going to bring it to a stop here. He's done. He steps out and waves to the crowd. They really appreciated that run, and it wasn't bad. A nice donut for sure.
That they did. So Dan Patrick and Samson going to move off course as our other drivers get ready to take the stage here in freestyle for round 16 in Zanesville. Let's take a look at another shot of Dan Patrick's. There's that nice launch backwards over that set of cars. The strongest arms in the business right there. A nice donut, as we mentioned. In fact, ended up stalling the truck, as a matter of fact. Throwing debris everywhere. A great show for the crowd out here in Muskingum County Speedway. And we'll be right back after these words on MOD.
Tonight's monster